Why immigration attorneys advising F-1 OPT EAD Indian nationals to initiate their green card at the earliest? Filing early for a green card for an Indian national, F-1 OPT EAD visa holder locks in an early priority date. For Indian nationals facing decades-long employment-based backlogs, this establishes your place in line as early as possible. Because Indian-born applicants face significant statutory backlogs, establishing and holding an early priority date is the most impactful step you can take. The key benefits of securing this date while transitioning through F-1 OPT status include locking in the priority date. Your priority date is the day your PERM labor application is received by USCIS. Your priority date determines your spot in the visa queue. Getting this done on an F-1 OPT gives you a massive head start over waiting until you secure an H-1B visa. H-1B cap exemption and extensions. Once you have an approved I-140 petition, it provides the foundation to extend your H-1B status beyond the standard 6-year limit in 1-year or 3-year increments while you wait for your green card to become current.
Why Indian national on F-1 OPT EAD visa should apply for a green card at the earliest. An Indian national on an F-1 OPT EAD visa should apply for a green card to bypass the highly competitive H-1B lottery cap, secure uncapped long-term employment freedom, and lock in an early priority date to combat the decades-long backlog for Indian nationals. Tightening U.S. immigration policies make transitioning directly from an F-1 OPT EAD visa to permanent residency an increasingly vital strategy for career stability. Severe backlogs require an early priority date, decades-long waiting lists. Due to country-specific caps, Indian applicants face massive backlogs in standard employment categories like EB2 and EB3. The priority date advantage. Your place in the green card line is determined by your priority date, the day your application is officially filed. Compounding delays. Waiting until you secure an H-1B visa or finish years of OPT means delaying your filing date, pushing your eventual permanent residency approval even further into the future.
For Indian national F-1 OPT EAD visa holders, a green card priority date is essentially your official spot in line to apply for lawful permanent residency. Because the U.S. government strictly caps the number of visas available each year, it dictates exactly when you can file your final application and legally receive your green card. The priority date is incredibly important for several distinct reasons. Indian national F-1 OPT EAD visa holder will get a priority date as soon as your employer files the PERM labor certification with USCIS. Priority date determines your place in line. It acts as a queue ticket. For most employment-based categories, your priority date is the day labor certification is received by the Department of Labor. Priority date controls when you can file, dates for filing. When this date reaches the cutoff date listed in the monthly visa bulletin, you can file your Form I-485, Adjustment of Status. This milestone allows you for concurrent benefits like an Employment Authorization Document, EAD, and Advance Parole Travel Document. Priority date determines final green card approval. Final action date. Your priority date must be earlier than the final action date listed in the visa bulletin. For your specific country of chargeability and preference category, before USCIS can approve your green card and issue the physical visa. Priority date accounts for country backlogs. U.S. immigration laws limit any single country to 7% of the total worldwide visa allocation. Because countries like India and China have disproportionately high application volumes, priority dates in those categories can face massive backlogs, causing waits that can stretch into many years.
For Indian citizens, an approved green card PERM labor certification provides 3 crucial benefits. It establishes your priority date in the employment-based green card backlog, allows for 1-year H-1B extensions past the standard 6-year limit while waiting, and serves as the mandatory first step toward filing your Form I-140. The benefits of having an approved PERM include: locks in your priority date. For Indian citizens, the employment-based categories EB2 and EB3 face severe backlogs due to country caps. Your filing date becomes your official priority date, which acts as your place in line for eventual green card approval. Unlocks H-1B extensions. Under the AC-21 Act, if your PERM application or subsequent I-140 was filed at least 365 days prior to your H-1B expiring, You are eligible to extend your H-1B status in 1-year increments until a final decision is made on your green card. Prerequisite for Form I-40. The Department of Labor's certified PERM is the legal gateway required for your U.S. employer to submit Form I-140. Once your I-140 is approved and your PERM-based priority date is at least 180 days old, you can port your employment to a new sponsor under AC-21 without losing your place in line.
As an Indian national, can I start filing my green card while I am on F-1 OPT EAD? Yes, Indian nationals can certainly start filing your green card while you are on F-1 OPT EAD visa holders. This is the best possible approach for Indian national F-1 OPT EAD visa holders to stand in queue for your green card. Start early and build your priority date. Moving from an F-1 OPT EAD visa to a green card is entirely possible. Thousands of international students do it every year. Applicants already in the United States? The transition from an F-1 visa to a green card involves filing PWD, PERM labor certification, I-140, and I-485. Importantly, filing for an F-1 student visa to green card transition does not violate F-1 status when done through a qualifying immigrant petition from an employer. Every day, hundreds of students ask us the same question. Can I start filing my green card while I am on F-1 OPT EAD? Yes, you can certainly start filing your green card while you are on F-1 OPT EAD. This is the best possible approach to stand in queue for your green card. If you start filing your green card as soon as you get a job from an employer on your OPT EAD, you may save at least 3 to 5 years of time by standing in queue for your green card. F-1 OPT EAD visa holder will get a priority date as soon as your employer files the PERM labor certification with USCIS. Obtaining a priority date, PD, is a golden and official spot reserved by USCIS for green card applicants. Priority date offers first-come, first-served basis by USCIS for all EB2 and EB3 green card applicants. A green card priority date is essentially your official spot in line to apply for lawful permanent residency.
F-1 OPT EAD Indian nationals. Higher salary or green card sponsorship? What should be my important priority? Securing an EB2 or EB3 green card sponsorship to secure an approved Form I-140 is a much more critical long-term priority than chasing a slightly higher initial salary. As an Indian national on an F-1 OPT EAD, your primary risk is the strict limit on your temporary status, making immigration stability your foundation for future wealth. Why green card sponsorship I-140 matters more. H-1B extension lifeline. The green card backlog for India under EB2 and EB3 spans over a decade. However, getting an employer to successfully file your PERM labor certification and achieve an approved Form I-140 grants you a critical benefit. You are the legal right to extend your H-1B visa indefinitely past its 6-year limit. Protection against layoffs. If you lose your job while on an H-1B visa, you only have a 60-day grace period to find a new employer. Having a locked-in priority date from an approved I-140 means you can carry that place in line over to any new employer who sponsors you later. Future earning potential. A slightly higher salary today on an OPT EAD means nothing if you run out of visa status and must leave the US. Securing your legal status early guarantees you can stay in the country long enough to climb the corporate ladder and eventually command much higher wages. Spousal work authorization. Once your I-140 is approved and you are on an H-1B visa, your spouse becomes eligible for an H-4 EAD work permit. This unlocks a second income stream that easily offsets a lower starting salary at your primary job. Comparative overview. Strategic roadmap for F-1 OPT students. Prioritize the sponsor. When evaluating job offers, explicitly ask the HR team about their corporate policy regarding green card filings and H-1B visa sponsorship. Negotiate timing, not just cash. If a company offers you a slightly lower salary, negotiate a written clause into your offer letter stating, that they will initiate your PERM green card process within your first 6 months of employment. Track the visa bulletin. Be prepared to navigate changing rules. For instance, you can file under EB2 and later downgrade to EB3 if the visa bulletin shifts to make EB3 move faster for India.
Please feel free to reach out to Artifint Robotics Technologies at 945-468-8100 for more information on starting an employment-based green card process for F-1 OPT EAD visa holders.